In dealing with debt today, now that the economy is reopening, Americans are having no problem swiping their credit cards to make up for lost time during the pandemic. Here to tell us how it's going, Ted Rossman, Senior Industry Analyst at CreditCards.com. Love having you on the show, Ted. And what can you tell us about debt?
Total credit card debt fell 17% from the end of 2019 to the end of the first quarter of 2021, according to the New York Fed. So that was a real silver lining amongst the pandemic. We found that a lot of people saved more, spent less, paid down debt. They really made this a priority. The worrisome sign of late, however, is that credit card debt may be running right back up.
How much back up are we talking here?
And in fact, there was a recent Fed report that covered the month of May and found that in May, credit card debt jumped more than 10% on an annualized basis from April to May. So this definitely bears watching. On one hand, we are very thankful that things are a lot better than they were a year ago, and people are able to travel again with more confidence and go to events like concerts and sports events, and they're going to restaurants, and so many things have opened up. But that may be a difficult thing for your credit card balance because a lot of people are saying yes to everything. We found more than 4 in 10 U.S. adults say that they're willing to take on debt for non-essential purchases in the second half of this year. And with the average credit card rate over 16%, this is really expensive debt.
What's your advice as Americans do want to have a good time again, but there is that fine line, and the pandemic was actually good for keeping spending down and savings up.
So this is something that I'm worried about. I think that people do need to be thoughtful about how they're spending. Maybe you could splurge with some money that you saved over the past year, because a lot of people did boost their savings in 2020 and early 2021. Or you can carve money out of each paycheck, but make sure that you're budgeting appropriately for that. I know it's great that there's a lot more to do, but if you get saddled with credit card debt at 16%, or in some cases even higher, that's going to really put a damper on the fun. So that's my best advice is it's great that things are opening up, but let's just be thoughtful about how we're spending on them.
Thank you, Ted, for always helping us to keep tabs on debt in America. Thanks again.
Thanks for having me.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.